I'm Simon Dewsbury. I'm a PGA golf professional. I have a YouTube channel, Simon Dewsbury Golf. Doing a lot of instruction videos, and with that we need to have really good quality microphones. Now, we started off with the first few videos a few years ago just using iPads and iPhones and the microphones that are built in. If I wasn't 6, 7, 8 feet away from the camera, and if I turned sideways, the sound quality really would drop out. Okay, so we have one of the transmitters connected to this camera here, and then one with no extra external adapters, connections, anything, just coming off the iPhone itself. And as I move away, you're going to see here that there's a totally different sound quality. And making sure I don't fall over. Come down here, I'm about 20 yards away from camera now. Without the transmitter and the receiver connected to the iPhone, probably very, very difficult to hear me. But the one where everything is synced up with my microphone pack through to the receiver on that camera as well, you should be able to see that there's a huge difference in the quality. Back up now. You begin to see that there's, again, without anything there, you begin to pick me up a little bit better, but the sound quality isn't going to change in terms of the levels off the one where we're all connected up with the ZhuoSheng pack. Even when I turn sideways on, you're not going to have any real difference in the sound quality. If I'm talking out here to the bushes now or out onto the golf course there, from this one here with the microphone, that sound quality, that level is going to stay the same, but off this one here, it's going to be up or down based on where I'm actually facing. So really good quality product, really happy with it. We ended up going on Amazon and finding cheap lavalier microphones that would allow us to have a little bit more distance, out to about 20 feet or so, but we're really big on picking up any wind or clove rustling. So we ended up in a position where we researched out and we found these ZhuoSheng microphone system. So there's a transmitter on my back, and then the receiver that then links in through the TRRS cables into the iPhone adapter cables. All right, so this is how the system is going to come to you. It has a dead cat mic cover along with the lavalier microphone. You have the receiver with 2 rabbit ear antennas. They screw on, so they're not just push in, so they're much more secure, and they actually directional as well, so you can actually change the direction of where they're going to be to pick up signal as you get further and further away from you. 2 different jack points as well, so one is going to be the cable when it's going out and to the camera itself, and then another one there if you want to listen in on a separate feed through a set of headphones. And then you have the 2 microphone transmitters. Again, they just fit in with a push fit and then a screw thread that's going to lock that into place. 98 different channels off 2 different frequencies, so a broad spectrum in order to pick up the signal without any interference. Do just make sure that you go through the box fully and make sure that you get all the cables necessary. So you've got to make sure that you get the TRRS cable if you're going to be connecting this to an iPad or an iPhone. And then you will obviously need to just get then the individual iPhone, iPad connector to go through to their particular clips. So it comes with all these different cables. That's just a TRS cable, and then the TRRS has the additional band in the middle there, so it gives you the extra sound quality that you need if you're going to be connecting it into a an extra cable like this for your iPad, iPhone connection, and then just make sure you've got that extra little cable out of the box. So it's a double cable in effect then. but it makes sure that you don't end up with the sound cutting in and out as the different connectors are connecting and touching or missing off the receiver in the iPhones or iPads. It also comes with this little clip which will go onto the belt clip. So if you're going to put this direct onto a camera, you can lock that on to the camera mount as well. So it's a really good way of being able to hold everything secure. Sorry, not onto that, but onto the receiver. And it just clips on very, very easily. And then using the screw thread to tighten down onto the camera mount. I've been really, really happy with this as a system. As I said, the only thing that I had to do was buy 2 of them because I needed 2 receivers. It comes with 2 transmitters for 2 different microphones, but 1 receiver. I needed the 2 receivers for 2 different camera angles. If we needed multiples, I'd be very happy to go and get another one as well, so that we can end up with even more different viewpoints and making sure that that sound is always going to be the same, and we don't end up with an editing issue where we've got to then try and lip sync everything off one particular sound feed. We've got a camera out there up on the green, and then I'm just going to walk back. So what we can see here now is that as I walk further and further away, we're not losing out on any quality of the sound whatsoever. So I'm now out from the one that's on the camera that's on the putting green right now at about 75-80 yards away, and still getting the thumbs up. So we've got really good quality service on this microphone system coming out. I'm very, very close to 100 yards away at this point in time, and we're still hearing the microphone. I'm going to come right the way up here and see what's going on. So I'm standing at the 100-yard marker, and this is a marker that's to the front edge of the green, and we're still getting a thumbs up. So let's just step out a little bit further out. And we've got a sprinkler here in the fairway, so this is giving me 120 yards. I'm still getting the thumbs up. So the quality of the reception, even out to 120 yards, proving to be really, really good. I've been really, really happy with this system. The blurb on it says that it's tied in with 2 microphones and 1 transmitter per package. But because I needed multiple camera angles, I needed to end up with 2 packs of this particular system. And because of the availability of different frequencies, we were able to get all the 1 microphone that I need to transmit to 2 different receivers from 2 different packs, and they still connect and still work properly. So it is possible that if you needed to have multiple camera angles and you're the only person that is going to be on camera, you can have them tied in to all different camera angles and pick it up, so you don't end up having to lip sync from one particular sound source off multiple different camera angles. Again, if we also did have 2 different presenters and you needed to pick up their sounds off different camera angles, or you needed to make sure that those voice tracks were separated, you would be able to transmit off 2 different frequencies and make sure that they were separated out for ease of editing. We've been really, really happy with this and give it a 2 thumbs up, and highly recommend this over anything else that we've tried.